Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you back to whaling on Let's Play Breath of Fire 2, well, not really whaling, but the retranslation. Yeah, that's not the right term. Anyway, with the whale in our possession, we can go to a lot of places in the world, including this little place right here, which we could go to if we wanted to, but there's nothing we can actually do in there right now, which, like, at all, so we'll just leave that be. And right over here, just to, so you know, gate's actually right here. We walked right by it, in fact, earlier. It's right in between Windia and Capitan. It's past a forest that we currently cannot get into. And continuing on this direction, you'll see there we also have this place right here. This is a future dungeon that we'll be going to in a bit later in this particular arc. But interestingly, there's nothing keeping us from actually going here now, which you could potentially do in order to acquire some of the treasures that are in there, including the magma armor, flame sword, and flame shield, all of which are very useful in this well, right now. Let's see, there's New Haven right there, and right down here is, of course, our town, which I do want to go to real quick. Partially to change my party, but also to buy a couple things from Hekeller here. As I've stated before in the last video, I really don't like that gold armor, but it is also worth a lot of money, so I like to use it to purchase a golden armor, because heck, look at that. Major discount on this. It's a bit stronger than the golden armor, and it only weighs 15, so it's way lighter. It is technically a heavy armor, though, so only Ryu, Tapeta, and Sten can equip it, although I wouldn't necessarily want to put it on Sten, since he is kind of a speed-based character, and you do want to keep him relatively fast. I also want to buy the fire ring here, and for later purposes. If there's anything I want to sell, let's see. I can sell that. Yeah, I can sell. Wait, yeah, I can sell this too. I won't. I could use that. So anyway, just to show you, we could get the flame armor or shield in that dungeon again. It is a bit better for right now, and also that flame sword, which is nice for the fire element. But anyways, I want to change up my party ever so slightly, so I'm actually going to re-equip everyone, and I'll be right back. This is just a temporary team. I just want it for a couple of things. Now, once again, we have reign of a lot of the world here, and the first thing I want to do, I believe I want to go straight this way. Right, just straight over from here. And we'll run into this location right here. This is a town that the game will never, ever, ever direct us to go to. We're totally free to, well, bypass it if you want. We can walk into this tree and, well, look at it for now. We can't do anything with it for the moment, but it technically will be very important later on. Anyway, I want to come here just so I can get it onto my warp list. This is the town of Gunts, which I would like to point out currently has the absolutely strongest armor we can possibly buy at the moment. And also this one weapon for Ryu. This is really powerful stuff for this particular part in the game. In particular, this alloy shield and armor there. This iron alloy band is a universal armor. It's also kind of heavy. I don't have my notes out at the moment, so I can't look. But this is also really expensive stuff, though. So unless you have the infinite money from the cooking carpenter, I would really not worry about it. Except I might splurge on the alloy shield because it's the third strongest shield in the second strongest shield in the game that Rand can equip, which would be really beneficial for him since his defense is kind of dependent on his shields at the moment. But well, I can't afford it anyway. But anyway, nothing over there. Item shop. Oh, right, item shop. This is actually important for once. Because in this item shop, we can buy Fire Spice, Shaved Ice, and Thunder Rod, which all cast the level 2 elemental spells of Fire, Ice, and Lightning, respectively. They're very important because you can use they're all important ingredients in making permanent stat boosting items with the Cooking Carpenter. So if you have him, you can do that now for relatively cheap too. Let's see, I want to go into... Oh no, this is the end. Never mind, not here. nothing in there. I think it's like 50 zenny to stay there. We want to go up here to this town, not town, this place. Kalashnikov. I forget what your name was before. Ah. Oh, another weapon salesman, huh? This guy would move into house number 4 potentially, but he's not the one I want. He is relatively good for a while, but he doesn't have like in-game equipment or anything. I guess most notably he does have an ice elemental for Lyn, but oh, not this one. This one, where we can get a token! Our second one. We actually can get an item now. Nothing else in here at the moment, at least. There actually is a reason to come to this town later, but not story-related. Anyway, it's a pretty small town. I think New Haven is like the largest town in the game, honestly. But anyway, as long as we found Gunts here. Right above it, or just a little northwest of it, is... Where is... Oh, above here. There it is. Right above it is Melodia, which is the next place we want to go to. Although, I'm only coming here for a particular reason at the moment. And there's the carnival that we want to go to as well. Oh. Right. Random encounters. Fortunately, it wasn't, I could meet those ground lizards around here, too. Ugly duckling? I think they were called Pimas before. These guys are... Are they wind-type monsters? I think they're weak against wind. Well, anyway. Sure, right. Let's show off Fire Blast, just because. And they're going to uselessly use speed, since that move is still broken, and it's kind of pointless anyway, because they're already faster than Lyn. So, anyway, we'll come back to some of these monsters later. There's actually a particular monster around here I want to show off. Probably not today, but later. Death Blow! Alright. Hey, nice hit, Rand. Wow, you're actually relatively decent, finally, Tapita. What do you know? Why are you wasting your time doing that, you loser? Oh, well. Failed double time. Hey, that's not bad for the back row there. In fact, I don't even think I have him with his, I didn't give him his better weapon yet, did I? Oh, yeah! I still got him with his basic weapon. Well, it's only like 10 points. Anyway, we'll be getting something better later. This is Melodia, which I'm glad it's daytime. There's a save point over there if you need it, or to change party members. Unfortunately, we can't actually talk to anyone here because everybody... Well, it doesn't have a beat. It was a tone before. Everyone talks with flutes. I think that this is what we have the Whisper Hood for, because it allows one to hear anything. And since we can't understand, since they can't understand what we're saying, I would assume we can't actually understand what they're saying without the Whisper Hood. But since we can't possibly come here without the Whisper Hood, I don't see... Like, there's no way to really know that for certain. I think this is like 40 zenny. This guy down here is Merton. He can join your town. Don't do it. Absolutely do not do it. He will do nothing for you. In fact, I think he might even steal from you, if I remember correctly. He'll actually give you a choice of yes and no that is not highlighted, so it's kind of tricky. But fortunately, I've already filled up his house that he could occupy, so screw you, Merton. I think his name's Martin in the original. Let's see, over here, we finally have a Church of Eva again, if you need to steal money. I don't ever use it for anything else. We got the weapon shop or armory over there, which I'll be coming to later. There's actually some equipment I want to pick up for free first in a few places. Oh, right. Can't talk to you people. I forgot. Sorry. Not yet. Apparently it's a town of Amazons or something, because there's basically only women here. We got a sacred dew. I think that cures curse in this one, doesn't it? I got a lot of stuff right now. I'm holding on to a lot of things. Yeah, I'm probably never going to use that. We've already met 2 of the 3 monsters in the game that cast curse, I think. Oh, nothing in there. I don't think... And there's nothing over there, so... What I really want should be over here. Oh, well, I'll talk to this guy first. This is, like, the only other guy in town, Summoner. He was called Sumner in the original. He can join your town. He'll play almost every piece of music in the game. I think that apparently there's a few that he can't. And, okay, 50-50 chance, and I screwed it up. We get another token. Alrighty, that's 3. We can almost get 4 items. There's the castle up here, but there's nothing we can actually do there yet, although we could look at something that we're going to have to fix later. Because, you know, we have to do... Hey! We have to do everything. Anyway, let me think. What is the next thing? Don't get in a fight, please. Not now. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see, where am I at the present moment? Alright. I want to go straight east. Coming down south here. There's nothing to find in that house, right? There's just some guy in there. Yeah, there's just some guy in there. We'll actually have to come to this spot later to get to, well, a town that's, well, not town, actually a kingdom that's, like, right over there. But what I really want to do is come around this way. We can't go up into rivers with the whale, by the way. Not that there's really that many in the game, but... Coming around over here... Well, I can just barely make it out. You see that little circle right there in front of us that you can just barely make out? Thank you for becoming daytime. This is a little secret. There's actually that guy named Watts who's... Oh, come on! Really? One step away. Are these guys too strong for me right now? I think they might be. I don't want to fight those guys right now. Actually, they're probably not too strong, but I don't want to do that without proper equipment. That guy named Watts in the carnival, you can actually recruit him to your town, and he'll make references to this place. But anyway, Lady Deus isn't in right now. Ah, and we need to talk to that particular... Actually, I think we need to talk to all of them. Oh, they both say the same thing? I thought they said something different in the original. Or are they separate from one another? This is just a bathroom... with a bathtub, or rather. And in here, we got this dude. Lady Deus, known as Blue in the original game. You'll might recognize her from the first game. She was a playable character in that one, under the name Blue. We got another token, alright, the 4th one. Now I can actually get some more items. Turbocharge, which is, will raise our condition to perfect there. Anyway, what was the reason of actually coming here besides the token? Well, we want to talk to all these ghost-type guys, and then we want to go all the way back to New Haven, which, fortunately, I've got Tappet in the party, and he knows Warp, so New Haven. The only way to even know to do this would be if you recruited Watts, but you don't actually have to in order to do what I'm about to do, so... What we want to do, now that we've done all that, is talk to those ghosts and find that little secret area, is go back to the magic school here. You remember that one student who was talking about how things back in her day were kind of different? Maybe you don't. Yada, yada, yada. Fighting instincts. I have. Whoa! We found Deus, or Blue in the original, again. course I had. You were, like, one of the, like, 4 good characters in the first game. Alright, we get Deus to join the party really early, actually. This is the earliest possible point. And she is really, really unfair. Because she's at level 35. And, as you can see, she starts off pretty darn strong. Excellent defense, excellent move, excellent stats altogether. I'll actually be looking at her a little later. I'm going to keep these guys for a moment. Because now that I've got Deus, I'll talk about her a little bit more later. I want to go back to Township, so I'll meet you there. Alright, now that I have all those tokens, I can finally get a bunch of stuff that I kind of want. Let's see, I have 4, right? Yeah, I got all 4 of them. So, actually, this is the harder one to do. Whatever. Anyway, what I want to do, you definitely want to save before doing this, because there are specific items that you will definitely want to get over others. For example, on this particular board, I don't care about the whip and the bow there. Yes, I know the rules. Oh yeah, I didn't actually set up my old one, did I? Since I'm using a emulator, I'm gonna cheat just a little bit and save right here. And that's not where I want that. That's not... There we go. That's also not where I want it. Unfortunately, I find it really hard to actually get it in the darn... Come on. Go somewhere else. Seriously. In the darn corners there that I want. Because I want that sword and that helmet. And unfortunately, this could take a while for this particular one. So, finally. Don't ask me why, but I've always had a really difficult time getting it to fall into these 2 corners that I want here. So now I want it in the opposite corner by the helmet there. Sure I do. Want to save that. I got a token. Dang it. Here we go again. Good grief. I think the game recognizes that these 2 spots are like, you know, the most beneficial. I always have a difficult time with that, but that was just getting ridiculous. I'm going on like 3 minutes trying that, so let me do the other one, try to demonstrate this a little better. Now from this one, you really do have a choice. All 4 of these are fairly decent, although in particular I would just want the armor and the shield there. So, not quite what I was looking for. There we go. That was fast. Ah, couldn't resist, huh? And then... Oh. By the way, that counts as a diagonal too, but that's not actually what I wanted. Although that staff is really good. The game does not like me today. That took way longer than it's ever taken me to do before. Alright, so we got... It's between those 2 items. Yay! Oh my gosh. Outflank. Is it? That's such a fun word. Okay. Anyway, I want armor number 2. And I want armor number 3. Very good items there. Let's see. Oh, I can't actually look at armor number, whatever that was. But the shield, I can. That's the giant shield, which is only equipable by Rand. So I'm going to give it to him to just hold on to for actually a long time. It's slightly weaker than that alloy whatever shield that I pointed out before that increases defense to 101. But it's still pretty worth it if you're playing the Othello game at least, because you can also use it as an item to cast defense up, which is worth something at least. And the other item, one of my favorite armors in the game, where are you, is... Where did it go? Oh, there it is. There it is. Rainbow Robe. This is actually one of the ultimate armors of the game, the overall weakest defense-wise, but I like it a lot because it gives some protection against fire and ice elements, both of which are rather important in the in-game, and it's also fairly light, although only, well, technically only girls can equip it. I'm going to try to get this one again, because I can't believe it took that long, but anyway, I'll come back to you whenever I finally land on that darn thing. I can't believe I did it in like seconds this time around. You can bypass that helmet if you want, but you absolutely want that sword if you chose the Othello game. Is it outflanking? Is that what we're calling this? Anyway, I want weapon 1, and I want helmet number 1. Is it? What is it? Armor 1. Okay, armor 1. Alright, so the helmet just so happens to be one of the most defensive helmets in the game, the Shining Helm. Yeah, this circlet and this circlet's like one of the last armor or helmets in the game. It's kind of weird to give it to you so early. Oh yeah, and that circlet also increases your wisdom by a little bit, but I want to give this to Ryu for like almost the entire rest of the game there, and I'll give that circlet to you for now, since you kind of need it. And then, what was the other thing I got? Oh yeah, the weapon there. Very strong, the Vigor Sword, Tiger Sword in the original, increases attack by a lot, defense by a lot. I actually will equip it for the moment, at least. But the real beauty of this awesome sword is that you can use it as an item, and it will act as a Cure 2 spell, or Rejuvenate spell, so it'll heal 100 points for no cost at all. It's really nice. Now, I'm going to get... Yeah, I want Deus in the party now for one last little demonstration. And as long as... Really? Already? She's... Dang. I haven't even equipped her yet. I mean, here's the rainbow robe, which is a really good piece of armor for any of the girls. I particularly like giving it to Len. And she also comes with another circlet, so that'll... I'm basically only I'm only gonna need to buy like one helmet for like the entire rest of, or for almost the entire rest of the game there. But the beauty of Deus is just her absurdly wicked stats there. Although technically for a level 35 character, she's actually not that strong yet. It's she's essentially Nina on steroids. She uses all the same equipment she does, every last one, including the royal crown there, because I guess she's sort of self-important. But anyway, spells, she's the other real attack mage, or attack black mage in the game. She comes with all the level 2 spells right away, and also the death spell, very useful, because there's actually quite a number of monsters in the game that have a near guaranteed chance of being killed by this. Comes with all the debuffs and buffs, including Might, very useful for now. Leech Power, is that what it's called in this version? And Drain, which up to 30 HP, I don't find it to be especially useful. She comes with Exit and Warp, so Tapita once again is useless. And once she on her next 4 levels, she's going to learn the 4 strongest elemental spells in the game. Yeah, so she's wickedly overpowered. I'm not going to use her much. Although I do want to say that the one spell she does not learn that would be kind of useful is the Angel spell, which I assume is probably going to be called the Kyrie spell in this one. Only Nina and Tapita can learn it eventually, and it's a very useful spell that she unfortunately never learns. Now, interesting thing about Deus is that she's the only character in the game who technically can beat the quote-unquote level cap, because once we get to about level 50, character level ups will start becoming a little different. We'll start gaining like 1 point for 1 stat for every level up we get. And that's true of every character except for Deus, who will continue getting actually rather abnormal level ups, all the way up to level 99. She's the only character who can reach max stats in everything except for will, which I think she always has like none of. So, of course, she doesn't really need it either. And there's one more place I want to go to for today, and just to wrap this up, because there's one more thing I want to show off. And in order to find it, it's actually just north of Windia, but finding it from this direction, I believe, I need to find Gunst. I should have warped to Gunst first, but oh well. Fast enough, I want to go south of Gunst, like on the tip over here, and I should run into a high elevated area, right? Or did I roll right past it? Oh, yeah, I did go right past it. Not that tip, sorry. Yeah, this area will be coming to here much later, but what I want to do is I want to go, I think, right about here, and keep on going south. This should be just north of Windia on the map, right? Oh, I need to go a little over to the side there, sorry. I think. Hopefully I don't miss it. There it is! Found it. This little island, as I just said, on the map. It's just a little north of Windia. Oh, it's actually a little to the side there, too. This is a location that people like to call Bo and Karn's Island, or Giant's Island. Because two characters from the original game, Bo, I have no idea what he means by this or what it's supposed to be referencing. I really don't. But he says the exact same thing in the original. And Karn here, who was like the other like really awesome character in the original game. Although he doesn't seem like it at first. I don't know how they're supposed to be still alive. I thought this was supposed to take place like a couple decades after the first game, or even like 100 years or something. Deus, it doesn't matter, because she's like 2,000 years old or something like that. But anyway, I want to save here real quick. There's actually a fishing spot right up north here that contains a treasure chest that as far as I'm aware, we can't get right now. But I want to try to find some monsters here. There's 4 monsters we can fight here, all of which are giant! And I'm glad I fought this guy first. I want to save state in this fight. Now, this is kind of like that sludge that we met before. He's an ultimate defense monster, the Syorkin, or whatever. These monsters right here are all very difficult, especially this guy who's an ultimate... well, not especially, but including this guy who's an ultimate defense monster. We can only do like up to like 4 points of damage to him. He's got 20 HP, and he also has full immunity, which means that he's not affected by magic. I really should be like in a defensive position. He's very strong, as you can see. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. However, restarting the battle, and I kind of want to be in a defensive position. You remember, actually, Deus is faster. I bought the fire ring earlier, and if we use this as an item on this guy, it will cast the flare spell. The difference, though, is that when you cast items as magic, they bypass that ultimate defense there. Oh, he's got more HP than that? Really? Oh, well, what do you know? I didn't know that. By the way, notice that I'm using the fire ring there, and I can't use it again until after the next turn. If you could also use the Chop Chop spell to fight this guy as well, which would actually work a lot better than the fire ring here. But we get tons of experience points and quite a bit of Zinni. Got some level ups. I'm admittedly doing a bit of level grinding right now, specifically for Sten and Tapeta. I want to try to find one more monster that is quite viable to fight at the moment, with Deus in the party at least. There's also like one super hard monster that rarely shows up around here, or rather 3 monsters in a group that are called K-Sludges in the original. And if you happen to run into these guys right here, you're probably gonna die. I wasn't expecting to meet you guys. These guys have, I think, 1,000 HP or something. They're wickedly fast, and they cast a death spell that, for whatever reason, seems to have a 100% attack or accuracy rating. As long as I'm here, Deus has this special ability called Shed that will cure her of all status effects and also heal her HP fully. The only thing is that she'll cast defense down on herself as well. I wonder if these guys are affected by death. I don't have my notes out at the moment because I wasn't really expecting to... That's never going to work. Get to anything. They're going to kill us all right now, by the way. I mean, they're way too hard. You're not going to... Ow. Oh, wow. I can't believe I actually... This is never going to work. But anyway, we have no chance of beating these guys at all, so... Let me get to those other monsters that that other monster I wanted to fight. There's still 2 more really giant monsters around here that I want to show off. I can't believe I met those guys, but they have some really rare drops. This guy, you probably could beat him, but I don't. With some work there, but I don't really want to, waste my time fighting him at the moment. He doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, by the way. I don't think any of the monsters up around here do. Ah, there's the other guy. Nope. No. I need you specifically because this guy has a near 100% chance of being affected by the death spell if she doesn't try to kill Deus off. Ha-ha! Success! Victory is mine! Sten got a level 17. Tabata got a level 16. He learns Blunt, which is okay. Really? Ooh! I got a Vitalizer. Sweet. That's that item, right? That's the one that cures 120 to everybody in this version. That's what it's called, right? Where is it? Ah, sweet, I got it back! And this has a treasure chest in it, like I said earlier, but as far as I can tell, I don't think we can pick it up with this rod. We need, like, the ultimate rod in the game. But anyway, I want to do that little bit of level grinding because that way I don't have to use Tapita, like, anytime soon. And we're going to need Sten to be at a decent level in the relatively near future. Although, not quite next time on Let's Play Breath of Fire 2, the Retranslation. Arrivederci.